Alright, so hi everyone, my name is Nicolas Delgado. This is my portfolio project for the web application development class. Okay, now I'm going to be showing the website working. As you might see over here, it's already deployed. I'm going to do the whole demonstration of the website here. So first of all, there's a middleware that checks if you're logged in to um, to let you go into the pages of the website. For example, if you go to home here, it's not going to allow you to do it. It's going to send you to the login because you're not logged into the website. You don't have any session. So we're going to sign up first. Let's create an email, a user over here. Let's do example at gmail.com. For example, it's gonna ask you for this format whenever you sign up. Not necessarily Gmail. It could be any domain and any could be .ca or whatever you want, but it's gonna ask you for the at domain dot something. Okay, so let's do example over here as well and example. Okay, sign up. It's gonna show us this alert. We're successfully signed up. So now we can use the user that we just created. To log in, we can see over here the database. On the users collection, we might see over here the user that we just created, the example.gmail.com with the name example, and the password is encrypted for security means. Alright, so we're gonna log in with the example user, example and example. Alright, now that we're here, we have the business contacts view in which we're showing the contacts we have in our database, sorry. So if we go to the contact collection, we're gonna see we have 5 collections, sorry, 5 objects of that collection. Simon, Stan, Manning, Daniel, and Matthew. If we see over here, they are here, but it's sorted like alphabetically according by the name. So in here we can update and delete the user. For example, if we want to update Daniel Richards over here, we can just go here. It's gonna fill the form with the information that we already have in the database, just for make it easier for the user. We can change whatever we want over here. If we want to put a different phone number, we can do 432-587-9654, for example. And we're gonna also update the email, Daniel, so just daniel@gmail.com. And if you want to add something here, Daniel Richards Jr. or whatever. If you press update over here, we're gonna see that everything changed as we just input it. Also in the database, I'll show you right here. We're gonna see how now that we see Daniel Richards Jr. over here with the email daniel@gmail.com and with the password and everything. So once there, we can also delete the user from there. We can press the delete button over here. It's gonna delete it. We can see over here it's not on the database anymore. There's only 4 objects on the collection. Also, inside of the update contacts view, we have the cancel button over here that will only return to the business contacts view, and the delete button right here that does the same as the other delete button. Is just delete the user. So we have it right here. Also, that thing is the logout button right here. When you press it, it kill the session you have right now, and again you're not able to go anywhere on the website if you're not logged in. So you have to log in again. We can see, for example, if we press example and a different password, it will send us a wrong password alert. If we input an username that is not found in the database, it's going to send a different alert. It's going to say the user doesn't exist. Also, if we try to create an user, if we try to do the example example@gmail.com, the username example and a different password, whatever. If we try to use it, it will be a sign of failed alert. The email already exists, so we have to choose a different email because the email and the username are unique fields here. So that's how the website works. Now I'm gonna be showing the code. All right, so now we're gonna check the code. What I did for this assignment. So basically, the first thing I want to show is the session right here on Express. So that session is using the the login for the user to be able to access to the whole system. That's why we're not able to navigate into the pages when we're not logged into the system. That's being managed by the session on Express. Also, we have this require login variable, which is requiring the session manager the session manager middleware that we're gonna see right here. So here it is. Basically, I'm sending the user to the login page whenever the 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 session is not um, able. So if there's no session because the user hasn't logged into the system, it's gonna redirect any kind of change, any kind of navigation to the login page over here, and we're using that here in the index.js. So whenever like the roots over here, every root inside of the page that requires the login has this middleware here in the code. So the project, services, contact, business, update, everything that we have on the system, so we'll require that login. Also, what I wanted to show, let's show the connection to the database. So we have the config file over here connecting to Mongo. Over here we have the controllers and the model. So we have two collections. I'm using two collections on the system. So we have the user model that it's required, that it's being used by the user collection on the database. As you might see over here, we have the three attributes: email, username, and password. Email or username are unique, and the password I'm using like a regular expression here for the user to create a valid password format. That's what I was telling, that you have to do like any kind of email at a domain that something. So that's what this regular expression is doing here. Also, we have the contact model right here, in which we have the email, the name, and the phone. In this case, well, the email is also using that format, is the unique, like the yes, like a unique key on the collection. We have the email, the name, and the phone. We have also here like the controllers. In the controllers, we are managing the like the connection, like the API requests. So over here we're creating like some alerts or like some messages for the user to put the email, the username, and the password correctly. Over here we have the scripts that are sending the alerts that we saw on the website, the ones that say like successfully sign up, successfully log in, or the email already says the password is not matching. So that's what I'm doing here. Here's like when the email already exists, so the username is not being created. That's, for example, for the creation of this is the user. Sorry. We have also the find one, that is the one that we're using when we're logging in. So when we are sending on the form the username and the password, we're finding the user that matches with the username and the password. Here's like the alert when the user doesn't exist. Over here we have the alert when the passwords are wrong, but that's how it works. Like we have the exports find one over here, and we are calling that on the, or we are like creating that here on the roots. We have the user root, in which we have we're using the controllers in order for the app to use those functions over here: the find one, the create, the update, and the delete. We're not using update and delete on the website so far, but still we have it there. So the controller, the model for the user. Also we have the model for the contact, as I showed before, and also we have the controller for the contact, that is allowing us to create, update, and delete. Well, no, we can create it from here. We can create it like using Postman, but not directly on the page, like on the website. But still, we have it here. The create. We have the find by ID. I'm using the ID on the contacts in order to get the information of the contacts. The find one. This one is being used on the update page. That's the one that is filling the form. When you press the edit button, you use we use the find one function to fill it with the information according to the email that we have there. We also have the update and delete over here. So basically that's how it's working. Also we have the contact root over here, in which we'll like exporting all of those methods. Okay, now I will show like the update and the business websites over here. I'm basically creating a form on the HTML, and using the script business.js for the business page and the update.js for the update page. So we have a look on the business.js code over here. So what we're doing here, basically we're fetching from our API get request contacts. That's the one that we have here. This one, contacts, get contacts is the find all. So we're retrieving all the information for the database and putting it on our form, like on the table that we have on the business page. So everything we're bringing, and we're putting on the contacts body. That is one of the elements on the business page. Is over here, the contacts body. So we're basically the JavaScript file is filling the whole form, the whole table, sorry, with the information it retrieves using the API from the database. Here we'll look at it again. And basically here we're also creating the bottoms, the delete contact and the update contact, the two buttons that we have on the business page, for it to work. To delete, over here is the one to delete, and it's the one to update. The update works with the ID, and the delete also works with the ID. So that's how it's working here. The update is very similar. So the difference between the business and the update is that on the update we're filling the form with the contact that we pressed edit on the previous page. So we have the fetch contacts by ID, that is the function that I showed before, and that's the one that's filling the form. So we have a form, sorry, on the update. Over here we have a form with the name, email, and phone, and that's what we're filling in this part of the code. Also, I created the cancel bottom listener that is just sending you back to the business page. The delete contact over here. So this is the one that the delete bottom is calling over here. So basically, when we press delete, we're gonna delete the contact we have over there by the ID that we're using, and also the update bottom over here. So we're gonna update the 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 user, that means the contact that we have, according to what we put on the form. We have here the function to achieve that, and that's pretty much it. Another thing that I did, basically I sent the identifier. Let me see where it is. Over here in update here. So when I'm doing the business thing over here, I'm sending here update business error. This is get element the context phone. Yeah, so I'm sending the identifier through the params of the website. So that's why when you press on the edit button on the business page, on the URL you're gonna see that it says contact question mark identifier equals and the ID of the contact that we're editing. So we're managing that with a parameter. Over here we're sending the identifier to the parameter, and that is helping us to know what contact or what is the ID or of the contact that we selected. So that's pretty much everything that I did for this assignment. I hope you liked it, and thank you very much for everything.